it.
Hello YouTube, you're here with Andrew X-Head Ellis of Team Wicked, and we have a crewmate. Tell them who you are and what you're playing.
My name is Jorge Pineda, aka Odd Eyes from Team Wicked.
We good.
So we're playing Pendulum Magician, 45 card. This is my variant. I like it a lot. I mean, it's doesn't really have a problem with consistency, but just since Electromite did get hit to 1, it just makes it so that you have to make your boards every time. So I built, I wanted to do a build where I know I can put as much disruption as I can. So let's just get into it. So first we'll start with the main deck. So a lot of people don't like this, but I'm playing 3 of the Curtain Raiser. The reason why people side this out is because it kind of conflicts with the Dark Worm. If you open up Dark Worm Pen Call, this is pretty much a dead card unless you just want to use this for a normal summon, but this is really good. Just seeing Electromite going first is just another turbo card. So so these for the turbo, we'll do 3 of these for turbo consistency pretty much as well. I just want to see Electromite as fast as I can, and along with that, the 3 Cerberus. Really, they're just, all this is just turbo cards, so yeah. So for 1 card negates, 3 Avion, really clutch.
This thing can be annoying.
Yeah, so at times, late game, I can just tribute to make this and try to just bait out whatever they need, and then I can just pendulum summon it back if I end up negating it, because it goes back to the hand. So really good, especially in the YCS event. This came in clutch a lot. It's just really good. It plays perfectly with the deck. And then along with that, the 2 Jackal King to go along with this guy. But I mean, you're playing Sky Striker, anything that plays a lot of spells, you just always want to see this on field. This is probably, you'll see this and this, like these 2 with like maybe 2 or 3 more negates, but just a really deadly combination. Darkworm Engine, you gotta see it. Just 3 and then 1. People playing 2 because the 7 is important. I like to keep it at 1 just because if I resolve Darkworm, I'm going to see it anyways. So I just wanted to keep it as simplistic as I can without having to just draw into too many cards that I don't necessarily need, although it is good to see as a scale just because it's a 0. But I like this ratio. It's just personal preference. For the Magicians, 3 Wisdom Eye. We are playing Pen Call, but you can always discard this for Pen Call. Best card.
Harmonizing.
Yep. 2 and 2. These are the most important scales that I've been seeing a lot lately. I could use others, but usually off Pen Call, if I already see a Harmonizing, I'm going to just be searching these 2, and since they can't be destroyed, usually next turn I would utilize one of the effects, and if they somehow get destroyed, Wisdom Eye can always search for the next one. And then for the 1-ofs, 1 Janky, really good against lights, Cyber Dragons, Light Sworns, whatever, lights. 1 Purple Poison. I was thinking about bumping this up to 2 because of how important it is. Top drawing this is actually really strong.
Isn't it out in a lot of situations?
Yeah, it's a out. So like what people don't know is that you can't really negate this, and people have tried to attempt to negate, and like they just don't understand that if it's destroyed, it's going to destroy a face-up card on the field. So whether you want to negate it or not, like this card is always going to be good because you can like swing swing at a monster and like destroy something, or you can set it face down and then like use that as bait to then destroy it and then destroy something that they control. So really good card. Might bump it up to 2, but for now just 1. For the rest of the 1-ofs, 1 Dragon Pit and then 1 Time Gazer. Not as important, but we have to see it just because we run the Chronograph Sorcerer. So it's always good to just like have a Chronograph Sorcerer in scale, and then if I somehow leave a Harmonizing, I can just use a Chronograph to bring this out and make a 7. So like Meteor Burst, the Dragster is really nice. So yep, that's it for the Magician lineup. Just for the regular effect monsters, 1 Phantom, a nice little Silent Boots. Yep. So I'm only running this one and not the, I forgot what the other one is called. That's the other level 3 one.
Okay.
Just this one, because even if I do draw into it, or if this is my beginning hand, I can always just pendulum it away and then, you know, get to search the Fog Blade. So just the ability to see Fog Blade is really nice. It's just another negate. And then for the last of the monsters, I'm playing 1 Destrudo. So it's really nice because I can use it with Dragon Shrine as well, because it is a dragon. So I wanted to use both Dragon Shrine and Foolish Barrel in case I had to, you know, send a Dark Worm, and then, you know, the Dragon Shrine can send this. So it's really good utility in the deck. So that's it for the monsters. On to the spells.
All right.
Triple Pen Call, you have to in this deck. Self-explanatory.
Pen Call, send Dark Worm.
Yeah, this is like the best combo. Pen Call, send Dark Worm. Not only does the Dark Worm come on the field, you add the 0, you add Scales, really good. 3 Allure. These were Pot of Desires, but I don't like banishing 10. I'd rather banish 1 and dig deeper into my deck. But
gotta have the draw power.
Yeah, you gotta have some sort of draw power in this. But I mean, you can choose whether you do this or Pot of Desires. Doesn't really matter. 2 Dragon Shrine and then 1 Foolish. Again with the Destrudo. At times I'm already using the, you know, Foolish to like send a Dark Worm. I can use the Dragon Shrine to send the Destrudo is really nice. And if I have a 4 on field, I can make you know, just combos. It's just really good to combo off. Yeah, combo. And then for the last 2 Fog Blade.
There you go.
Yep. So at times I'm going to see this already. Let's say like in a beginning hand, I can always just, you know, pen summon and then search for the first one, right? But even though that's still good, because this, like I said, this isn't a gate, so it just allows you to just continue putting pressure on board for your opponent to go second, because this deck really likes to go first. But like I said, at times it's really hard to like recur a lot of your things, because I mean there are easy outs to the Pendulum builds. So I just wanted as much disruption as I can. That's why I decided to do the 2 Fog Blade, and that's it. So that's all 45.
All right.
What do you want to see? Side deck?
Let's go to the extra.
Okay, let's go extra. One and only Electromite. You want to like the point is you want to see this before you Pendulum summon. That's why I decided to play the Curtain Raisers, because it just adds more consistency to see this guy more often. 1 Underclock just to go into the Rusty. So I could drop the Underclock because we do play Darks anyway, so I can just use those 2 Darks and then use this. But in case I don't, and in case I have to like summon something else out that isn't Dark, I can just make this and then make that to make this.
Just for
just for situation wise, it's still really good. 1 Zephyra. So like really good for like the Odd Eyes play. If you know I have that and like Electromite, make this, and then it just allows me to also utilize the arrows in case I get ogred or something. Try and make this, and that just allows me to special summon 3 from the extra deck is really good. And for last, OTK. Yeah, it was either this or Borreload, but I decided to go with Boral Sword just because it goes for game. Like you don't want to really use. You want to use your time wisely in a match, and like knowing that you can just swing for a game is just amazing in this deck. So
it's over.
Yeah, it's a really good heavyweight in the deck. So for the Synchros, 1 Dragster. You can cut this out for anything. I was seeing a lot of people playing Quantum Dragon for certain situations. Just being able to bounce a card back and swing again is okay, but you just want to put as much negates on board as possible. 1 Meteor Burst. To summon your Scales for more combos. For the 8s, we're doing 1 Supreme King Dragon Clearwing. really good in going second. So at times there's a lot of Salamangreat, they really want to go first. So pretty much bring this out, wipe all their monsters. They can't utilize their back row. Really good. One Borlo Savage. Just for the negates, pretty much. And then one Ignister for the mirror match, although I barely saw any. It's just really nice to not only utilize your opponent's scales and monsters, which is really good for this card, but it's a non-target shuffle, so it's just really nice for certain matchups. Vortex, just because it's Vortex, the Absolute to go with it. That's pretty much the combo. Then for the last of the Xyz, one Abyss Dweller.
That's good.
Yeah, really good again in this format. Really good against the Salamangreat.
Yeah.
And they're really strong right now.
It relies on the grave.
Yeah,
Grave.
Yeah, just shutting off the grave is really nice for the turn. One Supreme King, Dragon Dark Rebellion for going second, and then one Evil Storm Nightmare going first. A lot of special summon decks. Really good against, for the mirrors, really nice. Pretty much that just utilizes a lot of their special summoning. This card's really good, so yeah, that was 15. It's really hard to squeeze in monsters in this deck, but that's just what I'm using now. And on the side?
Yes, sir.
So the side, I usually tell everybody the same thing. They should relatively be the same in today's format.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's just get into it. Twin Twisters, really important. Hits Sky Striker, hits. It can hit the Salamangreat.
If they set the range of the roar,
they want to set the traps, and
then you can do your combo uninterrupted.
3-red reboot.
Okay.
For what? Altergeist. As well with the Salamangreat. Not all the time they're gonna set the traps that they need, but it just allows you to just play through whatever traps and
play uninterrupted.
Yeah. So I like that. But if you're not if you're playing locals and they're not trap heavy, you can change these out for something else. But red reboots right now for me has been really good.
Okay.
3 Lava Golem. Yeah, so it was either this or Sphere Mode, but Sphere Mode uses your normal summon, and the normal summon can actually be very important in the Pendulum build, because we want to either use our normal summon on something that allows us to add a card, for example, the Dark Worm. So if we can't normal the Dark Worm, not only do we not able to get the 0, but that's just one less Pendulum monster that we're able to use. So I decided to go with Lava Golem instead. And it's really easy to out your opponent's boards with this. It's just,
especially against other combo decks.
Yeah, other combo decks this hurts. Even the Sphere Mode does hurt as well, but the Sphere Mode has to be specifically 3. So I just wanted to use these 2 because, like I said, if they don't end on 3, they can just end on 2 negates, and I can just get rid of it with this. And it's just really nice to just clear boards. 3 Lancia. Mainly for the Thunder Dragon matchup, which I didn't see a lot at the event, but they see this and they pretty much can't do anything.
I think it would also be good against Orcust.
Yeah, there's some of the Orcust plays I know they do a lot of banishing, so siding these in against that can do extremely well. And then for the last of it,
that can be dangerous.
Denko. So these actually help a lot.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
So even going second, I would normal, and if they have an entire back row, that's it. They can't do anything because they can't even activate their. Yeah, they can't activate their set cards either. So normal, and then that just shuts off their plays pretty much. Yeah, to go for game. I did that. I actually did that against a Sky Striker player. I don't know if he didn't know how to play around it, but all I literally did was just normal summon. And then they couldn't activate. They had 4 back row, and none of them were flipped. So I normal that, and then I ended up beating them. So that helped a lot. And so yeah, that's it for the side. So that's pretty much everything. The Pendulum builds right now, you can do it any way you want. As long as you can make disruption, I believe that's the correct way to play Pendulums. Just have fun and just make combos. This is a really fun deck. I'm probably not gonna drop this. But But yeah, so just have fun while you play it.
Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah, man, no
All
problem.
right, see you next time.
All right, brother.